Hello everybody, Rab from Rab Reviews. How are we all doing? Okay, so today, as you can see from the first picture, we are doing a review on some products from Detailing Bug. I got this kit about a month ago. I've not had the opportunity to use it, given I didn't have a dirty enough car, and being Scotland, the weather was not that great. So we have a 2016 Vauxhall Mocha, who was kindly brought to me by one of my colleagues, Kieran. He got this car, I believe it was about 5 or 6 months ago, and by the looks of it, he has definitely not cleaned it since then. So we thought, let's get it in, get it down, get it done, and we'll try out some products. So as you can see, we're going around the car. Typical for this area near Glasgow, the road grime, the salt, the grit, it is everywhere. The brake dust was caked onto the wheels, and to be honest, perfect car for doing this test on. As you can see, all up in the arches, bogging. Round the back, parking sensors there are covered in it. You can see the boot, it's all just hanging on there. The fingerprints, the obligatory fingerprints, you always get them, and there's my show plates. So up onto the roof, you can see there's some bird droppings. Looks like they've been there for a while. Just typical, several months worth of not having the car cleaned. Okay, so I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay, so here we go, let's get started. Bug shampoo, recommended at 15 millilitres for a bucket, about 2 cartfuls. I love it a little bit thicker than that, so I went for 20 millilitres into that bucket. As you can see there, it is a beautiful green colour, and once it gets agitated, it does give some beautiful bubbles and very slick. After I had been using it, you'll see later on, once we wash the car, when you get it on your hands, you still feel that slickness well after it, so I liked it. And I'll catch you at the next step. Okay, so here we go, starting off with Bloody Bug. It's their bleeding fallout remover, and also Mantis fuel cleaner. So look at that, you can tell this has not been done. So get right in there, the fallout remover reacted very quickly, and the Mantis done a very good job. So as always, I'm only going to do one wheel, so nobody really wants to watch you washing 4 wheels, it's pretty much all the same in each corner. I did, however, do the tyres twice, just to get rid of a lot of that dirt, and it wasn't so bad the second time round. So, a couple of pictures that Kieran himself took after I had been doing a little bit there. Doesn't really show a lot for that second picture there, so sorry about that. And tried the the tar and glue remover, and that was just a nice tar spot. Thought I'd give it a spray, and it wiped right off. Okay, so in here I've got a little sprayer. The sprayer there is the citrus pre-wash. I used about 200 millilitres into that 2 litre sprayer and topped up with water. Not quite sure on the dilution ratios, but it worked quite well. Rinsed it all off. As you can see, when I come to doing the bottom of this door, hoping I don't fall off that step, some of these probably are, can see that patch, I just thought I would just leave a little bit on there to see that difference, and it removed it pretty well. It caught onto it. Didn't remove it all completely, but again, it is only a pre-wash. So went round the entire car with that, and after I'd finished this main wash part, I eventually went back around it with the tar and glue remover. What we're seeing here is the bleeding fallout remover. I didn't want to film too much of the tar and glue remover because this car was absolutely covered in it, but I will say it had done an amazing job, so I'll definitely be getting another bottle of that. Onto here we've got the fallout remover. It says on time lapse, it does hold, doesn't run off like some of the other ones that I've used, and you can see some pictures of the side of the car, onto the boot, down to the other side and onto the front grille. This stuff worked wonderful. I was really surprised at how fast this reacts, and just like the bottle says, bleeding fallout remover. Then it was onto the snow foam. No scent to this, but I don't mind that if it actually does its job. Into my snow foam lance, I put 75 millilitres to 500 millilitres of water, as because I'm running a longer hose, I do have a little bit of pressure drop, so I always slightly increase my snow foam amounts. And whilst I was doing that, Kieran was getting a little bit of some slow-mo, and looks good. The snow foam itself clung to the car for well over 5 minutes, and I reckon it probably would have hung there for another 5 minutes more. But as I say, first nice day, the weather was great, and I didn't want it to sit too long in the sun. So just still on a slow-mo here. It was rather slow, but look at that dripping, beautiful. So 5 minutes later, just rinsing it all off, and it came off beautifully. Didn't really have that. Normally with some cars you see it binds into the paint. This didn't seem to have that. So went round, people coming and going, getting into the view. Hate it when that happens. So rinsed it all off, and then it was on to the hand wash. Again, using that shampoo, it just glides over the panel, doesn't even feel like it's touching it, but we know it is, and it removed all the dirt. The bubbles lasted a good long time in the bucket after all the steps. Okay, so here we have the spray-on sealant. As you can see, the water is just sitting there, and look at that, instant reaction. It's not the most extreme hydrophobic, but it is sealing it up there, and a little bit of pressure washing, and it was creating some beautiful little beads there, giving it a little bit of extra protection. So done the front there, and then I moved around to the side of the car as well as the back. I'll catch up with you in a few more moments. Now we're on to the final stage. This is Buggle Gum Spray Wax. Blue colour, absolutely amazing bubblegum smell. This was an absolute treat to work with. 2 microfibers, spray it on, buff it in, wipe it off. At this point, I've got sunburn on my head. I was really feeling the heat, so I just decided just to get on with it. Got all the way around the car and get it all on and buffed in, and don't see very often a nice white car actually having a bit of reflection to it. So I'll catch you on the final video in a few moments. Okay, so quick run round with the vehicle. I know somebody's going to say, why didn't you dry the wheels? I did, I just forgot to do it before I started recording. So, the car does have some swirl marks. We will be addressing that in a future video hopefully. So, personal thoughts. Shampoo, fantastic. Snowfall, absolutely amazing. Turn glue remover, done its job absolutely brilliantly. Spray on sealant, you saw it in the video, it speaks for itself. Not one of the products I used did I not get on with. They all went on well, worked well, done exactly as they should have done. I will say, Andy, you have an absolutely amazing range of products, and I look forward to trying some of the other ones that I did not get time to try here today. So, a couple of photos around the vehicle. There's the owner of the car there. So, all round, I loved it. I will be buying more, and I will catch you all on the next video. So everybody have an absolute amazing time. If you haven't already, share the video and give me a subscription. Bye bye.